Bonjour GQ. My name is Jean-Noël Girard. I'm the International Director of Champagne de Vaud. So I take my bottle. After, of course, 15 minutes. Be careful, it could be very wet. So then, first you are going to remove the wire. Now this is a very, very important moment because be careful, it could be dangerous. So always never open a bottle of champagne just above your head, because if the cork goes out, it could be quite, damaging for you. So always hold the bottle slightly like this, never in front of someone, and then you're going to remove the muselet, which we call first the muselet, we have the neck foil. So usually any good champagne, you have something which is, you just stir like this, very gently. Here you go. And then you have the wire. It's better usually you put your bottle on the table and you are going to basically take this and turn. Now, never forget, always keep your hand on the bottle because the pressure is very, very high. So always turn this to a point. You just do like this to make sure it's going to remove. Then I'm going to remove this, but always keep my finger like this. You see, up, I put my tumbler on and always hold this. And then I am with my left hand going to do the same. Hold it to make sure the cork is not going out and put the bottle. My left doesn't move and you can see some pressure out now and it's turning. Look at that. This wine has been aged for 5 years in the bottle and it's a final release. So after this, you basically pour your champagne in a glass. Now normally, the majority of people, we drink champagne from a flute. Now, I do like my champagne from a bigger glass. The reason why, when you have a quality champagne, quite rich, you need some space. So for that, I recommend a more bigger, like white wine glass. It's perfect. So you pour your champagne very gently. Voila. And then we are going to enjoy it. So first, a champagne like any wine, you enjoy the color. So you can move this to make the flavors more going out. So you see, we have very light bubbles, very tiny bubbles. This shows a quality champagne. If the champagne is too bubbly, it means it's very young champagne. A quality champagne, 3 to 5 years bottle age, shows very tiny bubbles. The color is always very, very, very nice gold. So what you can do, you can take something white and you can see really much the color and that shows a beautiful gold. After this, let's enjoy the nose. When you drink wine like champagne, 50% of the pleasure is from the nose. So let's see how do we have today. Oh, we have a beautiful fruit. We have something like called Mirabelle in France, which is a very white plum. We have some white peach. We have some little bit of red fruit also. This champagne is made of majority of Pinot Noir, 60% Pinot Noir, 40% Chardonnay. So we have also a little bit of biscuity, a little bit of toastiness, almost like, in the breakfast when you have a toast, that's what you get from such rich champagne. So after the nose, let's enjoy the mouth. It's rich, it's complex. You have the bubbles, we are so tiny, so elegant. You know what I like in champagne and a good champagne? The tiny bubbles really stimulate your mouth, which makes a wonderful aperitif. But also with food, I do recommend that instead of drinking champagne only as an aperitif or for cocktail or for celebration, please enjoy this with food. It's wonderful. You open a bottle of champagne for 2, you start a glass as an aperitif and finish the bottle with the food. And you really realize that it's a wonderful wine. Again, this wine we had today is called QVD. It's a super premium non-vintage. And I would like to thank you again, GQ, for giving me this chance to open and taste this champagne today. As we say in French, santé and à bientôt.